All right, let's take a look at this Celtic Cross reading. This is obviously just a general reading, and let's just see what plays out. We're going to start with card number 1 here, and it's 5 of Pentacles. So I read intuitively, and what this is saying is this is representing anyone or any situation where you feel like you might not have control. You might be feeling like you're left out in the cold, or you're just not in a receptive place where you can really feel like you can flourish. And what's crossing you, if that wasn't enough, we have death. Now, this card doesn't always represent literal death, but in this instance, it might be. You might have lost something or someone, and it might be really causing you to think that there's no coming back from this. Life is never going to be the same. I don't know how to live my life in a way that feels fulfilling anymore. And the thing is, this can also be a bit of a relief, because it's showing you that if you are just stuck on what's no longer working or what you no longer have, then the simple solution is to start focusing somewhere else. Yes, I know it's easier said than done, but it's also showing that there is a sunrise happening in the background here. So if you can get through anything that is keeping you stuck, keeping you in, oh, I lost this and this won't happen anymore, then you're not going to be able to see that next sunrise in a way that gives you inspiration. So let's see what is on your mind, what is prominent in your thoughts. We have Temperance. It feels like maybe this is about you not knowing what balance really feels like, feeling like you're just trying to go with the flow, but it's not actually making you feel like there's any balance in your life. And to me, this is a good sign that when you stop focusing so much on what is lost, you'll find that balance. You'll be able to turn whatever negative or sad emotions you're having into something that's going to fuel you to have a lot more, a better outlook on life, a better way of maybe seeing what you can do with what you have. And then we have what's underneath, what is in your subconscious, and we have the 7 of Wands. So to me, this is talking about conflicting actions or feeling like it's you against other people, or you're always having to defend yourself. And the good news is that they're not swords, they're wands. So this is something that, as you can see, there's still sprouts sprouting on these wands. So there's the opportunity to learn and grow from these things. Maybe it's time for you to disassociate from all of those other actions that are happening, so you can fully focus on one action that's actually going to push you into the next phase. This is a place where you have the upper hand. You are on the hill, and anything else is just taking you off whatever your actions are focused towards. And in your recent past, we have the Moon. Now, this is interesting because in the Death card, as you can see, we have the 2 pillars here that are the same ones in the Moon. And the Moon is actually showing a lunar eclipse. In the Death card, it's showing you that there is a sunrise coming. So when you get this in your past, it's really showing that there might be some things that have felt like they're out of your control, and you might have just been reacting by instinct instead of allowing yourself to go with everybody else's way of doing things. And maybe it feels like it's put you in a place of separating yourself from other people or other situations. And that's where you have this 5 of Pentacles that has really clearly put you outside of the comfort that you seek. But the nice thing is with this is there are two people in this card. So you're not alone and you are moving. There is action. So it's not like you're just sitting there putting your hand out wanting help. You are trying. There's crutches here. They're moving forward despite what the weather is like. And that feels like it has a lot of hope. And then the near future, we have the Four of Swords. So it feels like you need to take some time to contemplate how you want to show up. What are the beliefs that you've been holding on to so strongly? They're basically put onto the wall. Swords represent your thoughts, beliefs, your hang-ups is what I'm picking up from that. And what you need is you need time to know that you are blessed. We have a stained glass window here, and it's interesting because there's a stained glass window here as well that's showing you that you're blessed, and it's up to you to reach out and know that help is available to you. And often you just need to focus on one thing that's going to align you with all of the other thoughts, feelings, and actions you need to take. So as a whole, we've got three major arcanas here. The main one that's crossing you is death, and the opposite of death, which is rebirth. So there's something that might be holding you back, your own fear, your fear of being left out in the cold, your fear of having tried things what you thought were instinctual, and it may be not working out the way you wanted it to. But in your conscious mind, you definitely are still focused on wanting to have balance, on wanting to turn around what you've experienced into something that you can actually feel good and proud about. And what's underlying that is always thinking that it has to be you against everyone else. Maybe you need to just honor your energy. And I think that this Four of Swords is definitely one way to do it, is either to meditate or give yourself the rest from all of the thoughts that you're wrestling with that are maybe depleting your energy. So let's see what the staff has to say. So this represents you. And we have the sun. I love that. So you had the moon in the past. These are the things you wanted to maybe keep hidden. But now you are showing up as the sun. And you really see yourself as someone who is hopeful. So maybe having this Five of Pentacles and Death card here doesn't feel normal to you. So therefore it's affecting you even more. But because this represents you and your energy and how you see yourself, then you're able to transmute anything. You're able to have that sense of balance and the alchemy you need to turn lead into gold. And then next we have what's outside of you, other people. Oh, you have the World. You got lots of major arcana here. So the world is your oyster is what I'm getting here. There's always balance, and giving yourself that opportunity to let other people in, to let other people help, to trust that things are happening this way, maybe not the best way you wanted them to, but this is the way for you to find yourself finding rebirth. And then we have your hopes and fears. Lots of major arcana. You have the Emperor. The fear might be that you still have to follow other people's rules. And you're not always willing to do that. The hope is that you can create your own rules. And maybe you fear having that kind of control, and you feel like if someone else kind of tells you what to do, then you don't have to take responsibility for that. And then your outcome is the Four of Pentacles. So this is where things are headed if nothing changes. This can represent feeling like there's balance in your life, in your work, in your home. You're comfortable where you are. And I feel if you did make changes, this can represent that as well. The other side of things, the other side of the coin, if you will, is that maybe it feels like there isn't enough control in your life and you're always seeking to have that balance. So I feel that the Emperor and the Four of Pentacles will depend on you creating your own rules and following them so that you can find that stability that you're looking for. You got a lot of major arcana here. I know this was done as a general reading, but perhaps this is the message you need moving forward. So thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, leave them in the chat, and we'll see you in another video. Peace.